one is preparing, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Maybe ask them to confirm somebody is not doing, will out allocate somebody else. Ask them to respond. So they're doing yes or no at least.
First
So that,
sloka, Asha Mataji.
I will
Second sloka.
1 to 5, no?
Yes,
I'll do
Mataji.
Prabhuji.
in the group, ask them to respond because somebody you allocated, they're not doing it. At least let them say, no, I'm not doing it, so that we can allocate somebody else.
Today somebody told that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ Prabhuji. ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಾವು ಸೂಪರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. Okay, let's start today. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudirayat Nashtaprayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttamastoke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Chaitanyamishwaram Paramanandamadavam Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Padaya Krishna Krishna, Mutare Srimate Jaya Pataka Samanam, Nama Acharya Padani, Padani, Gaura Katana. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome for Bhagavatam discussion. We'll continue reading. Second canto, chapter 2, verse 2, right?
Correct, Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Who is going to read? Anybody allocated?
No, Prabhuji, I did not allocate because we thought today Varma Prabhu will explain and then summary. After summary, we can allocate. We thought Prabhuji. That's the reason actually I did not allocate.
No problem. Somebody will read. Monday, we'll do the summary anyway.
Okay. Okay,
So
Prabhuji.
if somebody is not doing, let them say so that we can reallocate and so that we don't miss out.
Sudha Mataji, she asked me, her son's, her daughter's 10th class exams are going. This month you don't allocate any slokas to me, she told Prabhuji.
Okay, so allocate somebody else. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Even Sumit Prabhu also last few days he was not. He's saying 9 o'clock generally he's got a meetings now. So just ask him whether he's there or not.
Ramesh Prabhuji, can I allocate slokas to you?
Ramesh Prabhu idira?
ಇದೀನಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತೀನಿ. ನೋ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಯು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ.
ಸೊ ಅವರು ನಾವು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಶ್ಲೋಕವನ್ನು ಓದಿ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ, ಅಲೋಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ,
ಸರಿ,
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊತೀನಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಓದಿ. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಸಮಬಡಿ ರೀಡ್.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Canto 2, chapter 6, text 3.
Text 3 or 2?
Sorry, Prabhuji.
2 ಅಲ್ಲ?
2.
Yeah.
2.
Sorry, 2.
Sarvan.
Yeah. Sarvasunam cha vayoscha तन्नाशे परमायने अस्मिनोषाधीरां च घ्राणो मोदपरप्रमोदयो. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. His two nostrils are the generating centers of our breathing and of all other airs. His smelling powers generate the Aswini Kumara demigods and all kinds of medicinal herbs, and his breathing energies produce different kinds of fragrance. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So again, different creations. Talking about its two nostrils are generating center for breathing and all other airs. His smelling power generates the Ashwini Kumaras demigods. So the all kinds of medical helps, and his breathing energies produces different kinds of fragrance. So again, the point is that each activity is a body is getting created, and we need to understand that for each one there is one devata. We are referring to Ashwini Kumaras. So like that, for each activity of any human body also, there is a devata involved. It's not that everything happens its own. There is a devata behind that. So that's why we should be very, very thankful to devatas. See, certain runas we have to, especially as a grihastha. Of course, others also. Everybody has certain rina. We have rina for a pitr because of a pitr. Pitr means mata pita. We got this body. We have rina for a guru. Because of the guru, we have the rina for Devi Devatas. So because of them, we are getting the food. We are getting this, air, or all this lights, etc. So like that, we have all kind of runas. We have to, make sure that we pay back that. Runa means the debt. So here talking about, Ashwini Kumaras, like that, each devatas has got different role to play. Okay, next we'll read 3. Somebody else can read 3.
I will read Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada. Shall I read Prabhuji?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Text 2.6.3. Rupanam tejasam chakshur diva suryasya chakshini karnau disham cha tirtanam srotram akasha sabdayo. Translation. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His eyes are the generating centers of all kinds of forms, and they glitter and illuminate. His eyeballs are like the sun and the heavenly planets. His ears hear from all sides and are receptacles for all the Vedas. And his sense of hearing is the generating center of the sky and of all kinds of sound. Purport. The word Tirthanam is sometimes interpreted to mean the places of pilgrimage, but Srila Jiva Goswami says that it means the reception of the Vedic transcendental knowledge. The propounders of the Vedic knowledge are also known as the Tirthas. Hare Krishna.
So here further, in the previous verse talking about a smell and nostrils, here talking about eye, the seeing and hearing, the activities of seeing and eyes, hearing. So the hearing process or the Vedic knowledge is called Tirtha. Tirtha, Prabhupada in the Prabhupada explains, Tirtha stands for pilgrimage also, places of pilgrimage or Tirtha Sthana. So here talks about the Tirthas means the people who propagate, a propounder of Vedic knowledge. They are also Tirtha. So it said that the great sages carry Vrindavan their heart. Wherever they go becomes Vrindavan. If you remember, Prabhupada many times he said, I am never away from Vrindavan, he said. Because wherever we went, sorry, he remembered Vrindavan. So he always carried Vrindavan with him. So such personality called Tirtha, because they carry the whole Tirtha Sthana. That's why when we call it as, Krishna Nama, Krishna Dhama, and Krishna Karma. When Krishna Karma is all the activities, what we do should be for Krishna. Krishna Nama is, we have to always keep chanting Krishna Nama. Krishna Dhama is also said that the association devotees, the pure devotees, Dhamma, they are not different with Dhamma. So here also said, the Jiva Goswami says, it is the propounder of Vedic knowledge are also known as a Tirthas, Tirtha. So we have to hear from. So now we go to Holy Dham. Holy Dham for seeing, right? So we go to Vrindavan, we go to Mayapur, Guruvayur, Rameshwaram. So we go to see them. But just by seeing, we sometimes may not be able to appreciate, especially today's world. Possibly that such holy dham is also contaminated. There are so many things happening. We may see that those bad things and think, oh, is it like this? No, but you have to see the holy dham through the ears. We are talking about here seeing and hearing. When we hear the pastime of the Lord and the glories of the Dhamma, we'll be able to appreciate better. So that's why when you go to any Dhamma or the temple, we should hear the glories of the Dhamma and glories of the Lord. That's why when we go to temple, we have to sit for some time, hear the glories. The here, the talking about is ears are here from all side of and receptible for all Vedas. So Vedic knowledge, and we have to hear from who? The Tirthas. Who Tirthas are? Who profounder of Vedic knowledge, who always glorify the Lord. There are two kinds of Bhagavatam talk about. There's a book Bhagavatam, which we are reading now. There is a person Bhagavata. Person Bhagavata is one who leaves what as instructed Bhagavata and he preaches as instructed Bhagavatam. Is person Bhagavata. Book Bhagavatam, what we read, and we need to follow the person Bhagavatam, like Srila Prabhupada. Okay, next 4. Somebody read. Sridhar Mataji, you are there. Or Mariappan Prabhu, anyone you can do.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Prabhuji, you want to read? Mariappan Prabhuji?
No, please read, Mother. No problem.
Okay, Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 4. Tadgatram Vastu Saranam Saubhagyasya cha Bhajanam Dvagasya Sparsha Vayascha Sarvamedasya Chaivahi. Translation and purport by His Good Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. His bodily surface is the breeding ground for the active principles of everything and for all kinds of auspicious opportunities. His skin, like the moving air, is the generating center for all kinds of sense of touch and is the place for performing all kinds of sacrifice. Purport: the air is the moving agent of all the planets and as such the generating centers for promotion to the deserving planets. The sacrifices are his bodily surface and are naturally the origin of all auspicious opportunity. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Here we're talking about a touch. Now, if you see the one activities of the senses, like you're talking about the first, they talk about the nostril, the smell, nose, then talk about eyes and ears. Now the touch. So we have our human body also got panchendriyas, like eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. So with this 5 panchendriyas, we get understanding of the 5 type of the what is that jnanas. For example, with the eyes we see the form, with the ears we see the sound, with the nose we breathe, or with the, and with the smell, or with the tongue we taste, and with the skin we touch. So these are each one is connected with the sound, like form or taste or air. Each one is connected with that. Now here when the purpose says the moving agent of the planets, such as generating a center, promoting the deserving planets. Okay. The bodily surface of the breeding ground is active principle of everything for all kind of auspicity. His skin is like a moving air, generating center for all kinds of senses of touch and performing all kinds of sacrifice. So how his body is used for sacrifice? If you read Sanskrit word, it says Saubhagyasya Sharanam Vastu Sharanam. Prabhupada, 1 second, let's see what Prabhupada says, how he translates. He says Saubhagya, all auspicious opportunities. Vajanam Vastu Sharanam. Active principle of all activities, all opportunities. So you take the words from here, the end of the day, all kind of sacrifices done at the body of the Lord. So especially for us practicing devotees in Kali Yuga, the sacrifices Sankirtan Yajna. So in Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakur writes that from his body, the place of auspiciousness arose, Shaktis of things, and from the Lord's touch, the organ arose, the sense object, the touch, and all sacrifices. From the place of his organ, the touch arose, and the deity Vayu. So Vayu is the air. So from the touch is arrived. So end of the day, for us, the best sacrifice is mentioned, Sankirtan Yajna. No other Yajna is kind of especially for Kali Yuga. Okay, so read next. Why?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Canto 2, text, chapter 6, text 5 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Romani Udbija Jatmam
Jatina.
Ya Jatinam Jatinam Yarva Yajsas
Yes.
Yajnas.
Yeah.
Yanyas Tu Sampratha Kesasmaru
Smarshu. Smarshu.
Kesasmashru Nakani Asya Shila Lohabra Vidyutam. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ke Jai. The hairs on his body are the cause of all vegetation, particularly of those trees which are required as ingredients for sacrifice. The hairs on his head and face are reservoirs for the clouds, and his nails are the breeding ground of electricity, stones and iron ores. Purport: the polished nails of the Lord generate the electricity, and the clouds rest on the hairs of his head. One can therefore collect all sorts of necessities of life from the person of the Lord, and therefore the Vedas affirm that everything that is produced is caused by the Lord. The Lord is the supreme cause of all causes. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Further talking about his hair, and even the nails, etc., are related to something here. The hair is the body is the cause of all vegetation. If you all the plants, like in our human body also there is a hair, whereas all these trees and vegetation is like a hair on the body of the Lord, and they are the ingredients for the sacrifice. So whatever sacrifice we do, we need kind of firewood or so many other the offering like till or all this coming from vegetation, or even some of the offering they do. Everything comes from the vegetation or the kind of from the trees or plants. The has his head and faces a reservoir of for all the clouds, and his nails are breeding ground for electricity, stones, and iron ores. So all this, the stones, the iron ores are like a nails. So Prabhupada says here, polished nails of the Lord generate electricity, and the clouds rest on the hair of the head. So one can therefore collect all sorts of necessities of life from the person Lord. So that is the reason everything belongs to Lord. That is the point. He is the source of everything. He himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarvam pravartate. He says, I am the source of everything. Everything manifested, unmanifested is coming from me. So here Bhagavatam also talks that he is the source of everything. Whether we're talking about now, we're talking about the fruits, we're talking about the air, we're talking about the light, we are talking electricity or light, we are talking about the vegetations, fruits, flowers, everything. He is the source of all sources. In the previous verse, we're talking about the even touch, knowledge, everything coming from the Supreme Lord. Srila Vishnu Thakura explains here. Let's try to read. He says, from his hair arose the trees, and which sacrifices undertaken, and not other trees. From his hair arose the clouds. It has already been said. Okay. Yeah. We'll read one more sloka. Last one we can read. One more. 6.
Hare Krishna. Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, Prabhuji, please.
Bhavo loka palanam
Prayashya.
prayashya shema
Karmanam.
shema karmanam. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Lord's arms are the productive fields for the great demigods and other leaders of the living entities who protect the general mass. Purport. This important verse of Srimad Bhagavatam is corroborated and nicely explained in the Bhagavad Gita 10.4142 as follows. Yat yat vibhutimat Satvam Srimad Urjitam Iva Va La Tat 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 Iva Va Gachatvam Mama Tejo Masha As Tambhavam Atava Bahu Bahunaitena Kim Jatena Tavat Juna Vistabhyam Idam Kristanam Ekam Sena Tituto Jagat. There are many powerful kings, leaders, learned scholars, scientists, artists, engineers, inventors, excavators, archaeologists, industrialists, politicians, economists, business magnates, and many more powerful deities or demigods like Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, Surya, Varuna, and Marut, who are all protecting the interest of the universal affairs of maintenance in different positions. And all of them are different powerful parts and parcel of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord Shri Krishna is the father of all living entities who are placed in different high and low positions according to their desires or aspirations. Some of them, as particularly mentioned above, are specifically endowed with powers by the will of the Lord. A sane person must know for certain that a living being, however powerful he may be, he is neither absolute nor independent. All living beings must accept the origin of their specific power as mentioned in this verse, and if they act accordingly, then simply by discharging their respective occupational duties, they can achieve the highest perfection of life, namely eternal life, complete knowledge, and inexhaustible blessings. As long as the powerful men of the world do not accept the origin of their respective powers, namely the personality of Godhead, the actions of Maya, illusion, will continue to act. The actions of Maya are such that a powerful person misled by the illusory material energy wrongly accepts himself as all in all and does not develop God consciousness. As such, the false sense of egoism, namely myself and mine, has become overly prominent in the world, and there is a hard struggle for existence in human society. The intelligent class class of men, therefore, must admit the Lord as the ultimate source of all energies and thus pay tribute to the Lord for his good blessings. Simply by accepting the Lord as the supreme proprietor of everything, since he is actually so, one can achieve the highest perfection of life. Whatever a person may be, in the estimation of the social order of things. If a person tries to reciprocate a feeling of love towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead and is satisfied with the blessings of the Lord, he will at once feel the highest peace of mind for which he is hankering life after life. Peace of mind, or in other words, the healthy state of mind, can be achieved only when the mind is situated in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The parts and parcel of the Lord are endowed with specific powers for rendering service unto the Lord, just as a big business magnet's sons are empowered with the specific powers of administration. The obedient son of the Father never goes against the will of the Father, and therefore passes life very peacefully in the concurrence with the head of the family, the Father. Similarly, the Lord being the Father, all living beings should fully and satisfactorily discharge the duty and will of the Father as faithful sons. This very mentality will at once bring peace and prosperity to human society.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare
So here further said how the Lord's arms are the productive fields of the great demigods and other leaders, living entities who protect the general mass. The demigods who does the protection part are generally the Kshatriyas are considered the arms who are protective part. Srila Prabhupada specifically talks about at the Bhagavad Gita 10 chapter 41 and 42 sloka, where it said that there are many powerful kings, leaders, and learned scholars, scientists, artists, engineers, all this, but they're all, end of the day, are meant to serve Krishna. So that is the point. And each one may be kind of supported by like demigods like Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, Surya, Varuna. Like each one has got some role to play. So especially Prabhupada says that Supreme Lord of Krishna is the father of all living entities. Aham bija padapritah, he says, who has placed different high or low positions according to their, their desires and aspirations. Each jiva gets a different body according to their own the desires and their aspirations, activities they do. So the sane person must know that the certain that living beings, however powerful, may be neither absolute nor independent. That is the Prabhupada says, a sane man or who is not a mad should understand this. Otherwise, if somebody doesn't accept this, he is considered as mad. So it means intelligent person definitely should go for it. As long as the powerful men of the world do not accept the origin of their respective power, namely the personality Godhead, the actions Maya will continue to act. As long as the people don't accept Krishna, the Maya definitely act. And the sense of egoism, me and mine, has become overly prominent in the world. So because of me or mine, the egoism, the many of the activities are happening. Prabhupada says one must admit that Lord is the ultimate source of all energies. That is the final point Prabhupada says that if a person tries to reciprocate a feeling of love towards the Supreme Personality Godhead and is satisfied with the blessings of the Lord, he will at once feel highest peace of mind for which he is hankering life after life. So each one of us looking for a happiness, peace. The source of peace is there that simply accept or reciprocate the love towards the Lord. That is the peace formula. In Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, Bhoktara Nitapasa Sarvaloka Maheshwara Sudhavan Sarvabhutanam Nyatum Shantirachati. Understand that he is Bhoktara, he is enjoyer, and he is a Sarvaloka Maheshwara, he is the dearmost friend of mine. Once we accept this, we are at peace. And the obedient son of the father never goes against the will of the father. So we all accept that Krishna is a father. As obedient children, we simply accept his will or simply accept his order. What is his order? Final order is Sarvadharma Parityaja Mameka Shanvraja Amtasara Papivya Mokshayasha. The final order is that simply accept me, surrender to me, give up all your activities. He doesn't say this and that, all, and just surrender to me alone. I will take care of you. That is the final word. That's a real obedient son. The very mentality will at once bring the peace and prosperity in one's life. If I have this mentality, everything will be taken care. All peace will come. Hare Krishna. Devotees, any questions, comments? I think already 6 minutes extra I took. Yeah. Ashramata, you want to say anything? Please.
Nothing, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class.
Maria Panpuru.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Each activity of Supreme Lord represents some Devi Devatas who are responsible for specific activity in material world. Even for the function of human bodies, specific activity is related with Devi Devatas, and we must hear glories of Dhamma and glories of Lord, Vedic knowledge through ears rather than seeing on eyes, in addition to seeing eyes. Book Bhagavatam, personal Bhagavatam, then touch 5 Pancha Indriyas, eyes see the form. Finally, today's class, I understand, give up all activities and surrender to Supreme Lord. And with this mentality, I can progress fast in spiritual practice, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So in each part, one Devata is involved. So we should be thankful to them always. We should always thankful to our parents also for the body which they have given to us. And then we have to pay back to them also. And hearing, that is the Vedic knowledge. that Vedic knowledge is Tirtha. The propounders of Vedic knowledge is Tirthas, and they carry Vrindavan with them. And about touch, it is also an activity of senses. And Panchendriya, we say, we get the understanding of the work through this Panchendriya. And then the work, we understand the work connected with each Indriya through this Panchendriya. All sacrifices are done to the Lord. Lord is the supreme cause of all causes. He is the source of everything. And about the parts, the tree and vegetation, that is the hair of the Lord. Nails, they are the electricity, stone and iron ores. And then arms are for the productive fields for demigods. Kshatriyas are considered as arms. They protect all. Krishna is the father of everyone. He is the ultimate source of all energies. Peace formula is accepting and surrendering to God. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sridhar Mataji.
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sudhabari Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I sorry, first, my apologies. I joined little late because my friends came to give a wedding invitation. So I joined little late, Prabhuji.
Wedding is in Bangalore.
Prabhuji?
Wedding is in Bangalore.
No, it's in Chennai only.
Prabhuji wants to meet you, Sudha.
They
Yeah.
come to Bangalore, please come.
If it is in Bangalore, you can meet him, no?
Definitely. Definitely. And Prabhuji, if you happen to come to Chennai, please visit our home,
We
Prabhuji.
will make a trip. Mariappan,
Yeah.
we will make a trip next time. We'll all go together.
Please, Prabhuji. Anytime you're most welcome, all of you.
Mariappan Prabhu's brother is there and some more relatives also there.
Oh, sure,
Oh,
sure. Prabhu.
you have very reason to come then. Very good reason.
Okay.
We stay.
Anytime, please decide, Prabhuji. We can definitely proceed. No problem. As far as Chennai concerned.
Yeah. Please come. Where your brother stays, Maria Prabhuji?
In Thiruvanmiyur.
Oh, we stay in.
Very close by to our ISKCON main temple. It is.
Oh, very good.
It is in nearby to ECR actually.
Oh, okay. We stay in Manapakam.
Manapakam.
Yes.
Okay. Any points, Mataji?
Actually, I came little late. So the last stranger, what I came to know is like one should accept Lord as He's the ultimate source of everything. So, and simply accept Lord's order. What is it like? Simply surrender. We have to surrender to Him and submit all our actions to Him. Because even if we do good deeds, we will be born because to get that punya to be like totally nullified. So when we do good deeds also, we have to submit to Krishna. Then we will not have any balance, like either good or bad. In that case only we can reach Goloka. So that is the reason Lord is saying surrender everything to me and submit whatever activities we do as per His order. That is my understanding, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, we'll stop here. So Monday we'll do the revision. So please prepare whatever stuff allocated, and also prepare at least 4 or 5 questions from your own area, and send the question to me so that I can kind of compile and give it all for answering. Preferably
Prabhuji, it's objective type or just question and answer?
No, objective type.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Objective
And
type.
Prabhuji, after completing, like each one is allotted few chapters. I think after listening to all these chapters only the exam will be there, right,
Yes.
Prabhuji?
Yeah. But when you're preparing, send the questions to me so that I can compile.
Okay.
Don't post in the group.
Sure, Prabhuji.
So give the answers also. At least each question should have four answers, out of which one is ready, one is correct, and all 3 others should be wrong, but That'd be a little confusing answer. So that people should think what is correct.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, Prabhuji. Sure, Prabhuji.
Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo cha patitana pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.